Yes. We are back. We're sorry. We're sorry for what happened. Ione hali ya mitambo. Mambo ni mengi, but I believe you're still there. I believe that you're still there. Let's try to link here. Let's try link here. And see if we are ready to go. Let's see if we are ready to go. Yes. Okay. Mambo ni mengi lakini itabidi mvumilia. Unajua mtoto bado mchanga. We are still trying to adapt these things. Yeah. Nasema learning is a process and we are in the process. I think the process will be smooth but not as smooth as we expect. All right, I hope we are ready for us to continue.
Yeah.
Now, we are coming back. I think in the comment section, pale watu hawajakuwa live because it had switched off. So we are going to get new viewers as we start now. We continue. Now, when we start talking about the profession of being a psychologist,
Yeah.
you know, psychologist, someone who needs a lot of understanding.
Yeah.
Like, do you think someone who is impatient can manage to be in that position of a psychologist?
Yeah, he can. He can because when we try to understand the nature, it's all about how a person understands and how the society or the environment tries to groom that person. So the new environment, because of the intensive learning, intensive motivation, and everything, it can change him to be a good psychologist. And these attributes of being so impatient, he can change and become a very good person who can be able to listen. Yeah. So if he has motivation or if he has intrinsic motivation, if he himself wants to become a psychologist,
Yes.
then he can. It's a matter just of training and also understanding your principles and understanding what is the objective that you have.
Okay, so you mean being a psychologist is not like most people do say that I was born, I was not created. Now you mean a psychologist is created or
Yeah.
is made?
Yeah, it can be made and it can also be inborn. So it can be inborn, like how we get exposed to listening to other people's problem at their tender age can be also a motivation for you to want to become a psychologist. For example, myself, I learned about psychology when I was class 3 from a person who was called Anthony. During a seminar, I was there teaching about child psychology. Then I started learning what is child psychology, what does it entail, and then later I found myself, here I am, a psychologist.
So you mean it was a dream like from your childhood?
Yeah, it was a dream from childhood. Just listening to other people's issues or their problems, trying to come up with solutions. Yeah.
When you said you were in class 3.
Yeah, I was in class 3.
Some of us, unafanya nakumbuka, there was a time tulikuwa tumejoin form 1. Tulikuwa tumejoin form 1.
Yeah.
You understand ile situation ya form 4 wanauliza like after umemaliza unataka kufanya nini? Utakuwa nani?
Yeah.
For us we never said we want to be what we are right now.
Yeah. Actually, I knew I really wanted to become a psychologist. Now, the big problem was I did not know which branch or which field of psychology, but
Mm.
I really knew I want to become a psychologist. So after Form 4, I was really looking up to just doing a general psychology.
Mm.
Yeah.
So you have never had any other thing about apart from psychology
No,
since your childhood?
yeah, I just love psychology.
Actually, najua in the comment section like ni watu wangapi ambao when you were young
Yeah.
you had a dream of becoming someone
Yeah.
and you made becoming that person.
Yeah.
You are that person who you are thinking of 10 years, 20 years back.
Mm-hmm.
I think there are very few.
Yeah, they are, and it is also contributed by our parents, because if our parents do not expose us to different careers,
Mm.
then it becomes also a problem. But if we expose your child to different careers at the tender age,
Mm.
then the child can have starting to build up on the interest of a particular career. Yeah.
So you mean like parents sometimes affect the
Yeah.
the choice of the kids?
Yeah, they affect.
Mm.
Yeah, it can be either negatively or positively.
All right, I was planning to have another session
Yeah.
that will be dealing with the new curriculum that we are having right now, the CBA. I don't know, is it the CBA or the CBC?
No, it is
I'm still confused. Is it the CBA or the CBC?
The CBE.
Oh, it's E, not A.
Yeah, it's CBE.
CBE,
Yeah.
not CBC.
Yeah, competence
What changed?
based
Because
education.
it started as CBC.
Yeah, it's now, you see, now it's CBE, competence based education.
Competency-based education.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think you just knew about curriculum.
Not curriculum.
Yeah, it's education because she needs to be taken from one process to another.
Mm.
I think we'll discuss it very well on the next session.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
actually on the next session. I'm
Yeah.
planning to have a panel of
Uh-huh.
teachers,
Mhm.
those teachers who are in the senior schools
Yeah.
and junior schools.
Yeah.
I'm planning around 5, 6
Yeah.
teachers.
Yeah.
We come and start discussing about this from the grassroots.
Yeah.
What was planned?
Yeah.
What is the real thing
And
in
also
the grassroots, in the whatever, in the ground? What
Yeah.
is it being implemented? What was planned? Is it being
and
implemented?
the problems
And the problems,
everything.
and how they are being solved? Because
Yeah.
some of these problems that the kids are facing,
Mm.
teachers, you have to face it and solve it on
Yeah.
your own.
Yeah. Yeah.
And being a new thing,
Yeah.
you don't know which blueprint to use so that you can solve that problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now we'll have a good session on
We'll
that.
have a good session on that, and also
Yeah.
on also how psychology comes in both, because
Mm.
you will find that the teachers who are now called the instructors, they are not teachers, they are instructors. Find that
They're not teachers.
yeah, they are instructors. They are instructors. You will find that now also the teaching and the learning process has changed, and also the well-being, the mental well-being of the teachers should also be checked in on a very serious note.
So
So how do they deal with burnout? Burnout, wakitoka wanafanya aje? How are they affected?
how they are affected. So you mean teachers are having problems?
Yeah. Actually,
like,
teachers are having
mental
problems.
issues.
Yeah, they are
concerning
having
this.
mental issues because, for example,
Mm.
Doctor, if you are a trained teacher who is supposed to handle maybe mathematics and business, right?
Yeah.
And now you find yourself you are either in the same junior school or senior school, and now you are told you have to handle something like creative arts that requires creativity in writing,
Mm.
that is drama, music and drama, all those items, and also the music part. And yourself, you don't have any interest in music, but you have to handle that class. See, there is also a mental problem or a mental issue that will arise on yourself.
Mm.
Either stress, you'll be stressed. So how do you handle that? and you have to deliver the content. So those are the problems. And how also, do you in the institution, do you have an harmonious environment whereby you can say, yes, I can handle in creative arts as a
Mhm.
subject, I can handle maybe the performing arts, but I cannot handle maybe I cannot handle the sports,
Mm.
and it is one learning area, not even a subject, one learning area. How do you deal with that? So those are the things that we'll be able to expound so much.
By the way, these things. I think I have to plan it soon. When is the half term? I think I have to plan it during half term.
Yeah.
I'm gonna half term, Lane. Is it next month or this month?
That time inapaswa kuwa next month.
Next month.
Yeah.
But this month is too short.
Yeah, it's too short.
So probably early next month,
Yeah.
you expect a team of instructors, not teachers.
Yeah. I will be here to listen to them very well.
Instructors.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see on our live session we're having people there. You can air out your issue, maybe your cause, your question, or your concern about the whatever the show that we are having right now, and we are going to respond on that on those questions at the end. You ni kama tunamalizia. Yeah, we just having a few minutes and then we wind up. Thank you for joining to my Danja Live. Na we love you. As we have just started a new year on my Danja platform, I believe that we're going to reach to a different level because we have started on a different note. And I believe at the end of this year, going to be far. And we are planning so many programs ahead there. As starting tomorrow, we are having a podcast of do you know yourself? Do you know your gender? Do you know your role when you relate it with your gender? So we'll be hosting Mr. Peter and Samora Pale, the one whom you know as Mr. Peter mnamjuanga kama the Octagon. Tutakuwa hapa na podcast and we're going to discuss all those things. Knowing yourself, knowing your gender, and knowing your role as the gender suggests. So today we are still here na Dr. Florian na tunataka tumalizie, though to lose some people, but right now we are not, I don't think if some of our fans are having concern or questions on what we are discussing, but now I want our guest in the house to just give us in summary, like maybe when you're having a mental problem, because before you go to a psychologist, you also need to control that problem for you to reach that psychologist. Because if you don't have that skill, you might take some, how do we say it? You might end up having some poor decision.
Yeah.
The decision that will make you not reach the psychologist.
Yeah.
Like now, for example, I have a problem. I have a mental issue.
Yeah.
I have a challenge. Like I'm stressed. I'm depressed. I wanted us to talk us on the steps of stress and depression, but I think we'll come on it after this.
Yeah.
So how am I supposed to calm down or control myself so that I end up reaching the psychologist?
Okay. One thing that will help you realize that you have a mental health issue or even a problem, as the society knows, is that if you find yourself not doing the same thing that you used to do or something that you really loved so much, then you should know that there is something that is affecting you negatively. For example, if you find myself, I normally like if it's just dancing, and then I find myself I'm not dancing as I used to, then I should start having a self-discovery process, asking myself what has really changed on me. What is it that is triggering me not to do the same thing that I used to do? Or what has affected me that has made me not to do the same thing that I used to do earlier? And then after you identify this trigger, it is now another stage that you're supposed to get into of asking yourself, now that you have been able to identify the same issue that is making you not to be a performer or not, that is making you not do the same thing that you used to do. So how are you going to deal with it? Then you are able to realize that maybe you are having something like withdrawal symptoms, that you are not walking or you are not staying around with the same people you used to. So that will give you another hint. Maybe the friendship, maybe you are suffering from a friendship heartbreak, or maybe it is the nature that has changed on your side. So after all this, you are able to identify what is that has triggered the change. Then after you identify what has triggered the change, now it is your turn to try to come up with solutions. You know, in psychology or our sessions, you say that you as a person, you also have the solutions. So you try to come up with your preferred solutions. Then out of the preferred solutions, you start checking out which will work best for you. And then which works best for you, you adapt it. Because it all starts with self-will. If you have not agreed you are going to change or you are going to take the solution seriously, then you'll not get anything positive.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's up to you. You
Yeah.
can take it in, or
Yeah.
you know how you will fix things. Now
Yeah.
I want us to come back because time is not on our side.
Yeah.
Our fans there, if you have a concern or a comment, just note it down here in the comment section, and we're going to respond on it before we wind up this show. Now, starting from like, how do stress or a mental problem, mental issue, come to be a mental issue, like from the young early stage, moving to the next stage, up to the level that now you can see this is a mental issue. How does it come?
Actually, yeah, we have the mental issues that come as a result of childhood trauma. That result as a result of something that affected you when you were very young, during your cognitive development. For example, let's say you witnessed domestic violence between parents, and then on the bad side, maybe they were able to separate or a divorce took place. So you will find that the same issue or an occurrence of the event may affect you negatively. Then you may lose even trust. You may lose trust with with maybe marriage, with love, relationship, and then this will affect you, and then this may become a mental health problem to you, ending up having poor relationship with one another, and then this can result into lack of trust to other people when you are having interrelationship with them. So at the end of the day, you find that you are having an issue. You are having an issue on trusting other people. So at least on this, you find that you need a counseling, you need therapy to be able to have the competency of trust to other people. That is one scenario that comes from the childhood traumas. The other mental issues that can also rise as a result of stress. As a result of stress, you find that there is something that is triggering you to be stressed. Maybe in campus, let's say in campus, you find that you as a person, you are having stress because of maybe low performance, maybe of a lack of money, or maybe of you don't have good relationship between you and other people, or even your lecturers. And then this thing continues, and it continues, it piles up. You cannot be able to you cannot be able to hold on the stress that you have, and then it translates now into depression. So you see, one was due to cognitive development issues, or maybe the trauma that happened at your early ages, and the other one is just because of a particular trigger at any time or at any age group. Yeah.
All right, you've had those stages from the beginning up to the point where you feel this is a mental problem that you need to solve. As we wind today's session, I would like our guests in the house like to sum up maybe what you've not talked about, and maybe you think it's more important to share it out here on the social media, you can put it in your mouth and tell us more. Especially, we need to understand this mental thing. We don't need people to perish because of lack of knowledge.
Yeah.
At least if they are aware of what they're supposed to do, uh, we can save them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would just say that having mental health issues is not a very big problem because it can be solved, it can be managed. And it is our mandate and it is our role and responsibility to always encourage even our friends who are having mental health issues to come out to speak about whatever they are feeling, whatever is affecting them without having judgment on them. You know, the big problem we have in the society is when someone is having a mental health issue and then the person seeks assistance to a friend from a friend or even a family members, we end up spreading whatever they are feeling to the society, to other people, to the third party, and then this affects them. So it is us, we should be able to give a platform for these people to be able to reach to us so that we can be able to talk freely and help one another. I would also like to encourage those who are having mental health issues, stress, depression, bipolar, anxiety, fear, all this. We should encourage them to seek assistance from professionals because professionals will be able to guide you and they will be able to know which kind of the theories, which kind of the medication therapies that they can apply for you, and then you can be fine. And then I would also like to encourage other people and other stakeholders to use their platforms very well and encourage people to support the mental health initiative. I'm seeing that I am really seeing a world whereby a lot of people, if we join our hands and we are able to talk together and have sessions and have even events that really come up with the same theme, mental health, we can be able to reach a lot of people. And from that, we can also be able to get different supporters who will support our initiative. And also to the young scholars, let us really encourage people who are really learning or who are up to this career so that we can be able to have enough professionals to take us through the mental health. And let us do a lot of research. Let us always do a lot of research on mental health. And then to the community, let us accommodate all those with mental health issues because it is better having a mental health issue rather than killing yourself or rather than watching your friend die through suicide. At least let us be able to listen to our friends' stories rather than listening to their eulogies because they have killed or they have been able to complete the journey on a negative way by killing themselves through suicide. Let us rise above all these issues and mental health. It's good when we are supporting one another. But when we are not supporting one another, the issues will overburden those who are affected. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Those are wise words from daktari psychologist mwenyewe Dr. Florian. Now, those who have heard, I think you have to take it in your store and know how to use it whenever necessary. We don't want to lose our fellow youth, I would say there, because of the depression, stress, and all those anxiety and all that, those like stigma and whatever. You have people around you whom you can share with them, and I believe no one will give you a deaf ear when you are crying to him or her. I believe that wherever you are, you have someone you trust, even if you are an introvert. We have not talked about the introvert people, but I think doctor can just brush through it, but we'll talk more about it in our next session. But if you're an introvert, maybe he will give a way forward on what you're supposed to do, because you have some people who are not social. They're not social.
Antisocial.
Yeah, they are antisocial, and
Yeah.
you find they're antisocial and they don't have friends.
Yeah.
So you find when he's having a problem,
Yeah.
it's a problem that he's facing it, and he's the only one who can know it, who can understand. He can only tell to himself. He cannot tell any other person,
Yeah.
because there's no other close person, either relative, either friend. They are all indoors. What they do is indoors and knowing about themselves.
Yeah.
So, such a like a person, what is the advice or the give that you can advise for him to take to go away with it in this session?
Yeah, you find that we have introverts and they really communicate. They are just introverts, but they really communicate, because this person can communicate even through status. You'll find that when you are maybe viewing statuses, you can identify a pattern of an introvert, someone who has been maybe posting things maybe on a happy mood.
Mm.
But one of these days you wake up and the person has just filled the status with weird statuses or clips, someone crying, or maybe talking about now mental health issues that day and stressing, or even he has just written some funny things on the status. That is number one. You can be able to identify that person and know that this person is experiencing a problem. And the better part is that when a person is experiencing all these problems or these issues, you tend to ask them whether they are okay, and they will tell you, yeah, I am okay, niko tu sawa, niko sawa. When they add niko sawa, huyo mtu hayuko sawa. Now try to stand in that gap and know what is really the problem. That is one way. And to the introverts themselves, yeah, I would just say that you may be introvert or even lack trust on other people, but at least identify one person. Identify one person who you can just even write a small text and just go and just leave it. I know that person will be able to reach out. He will be able, so even if he will not reach out directly, he can be able to find out who is the responsible person who can be able to handle you. Always try to reach out.
Always try to reach out. All right. Thank you, Daktari, and for creating this time.
Yeah.
Coming to share all this that we have shared it here on my Danger Show.
Yeah.
I forgot to tell you about this. We had Vision, Visionary Labs, ambaye amesema greet my papa there.
yeah, he's our director.
Yeah,
he's an associate director, by the way.
Yeah, he has been my director for last year.
Yeah.
For some sessions that you had here, Nightfall Vibes, but we were going for this equipment. That's why we paused.
Yeah.
And we are coming back full force.
Like we never left.
Like we never left. True.
Yeah.
All right, we love you guys, and we believe that you are safe. And let's see you in the next show, which is tomorrow at 2. And I believe the challenges that we've had today, they will not be there tomorrow. And I believe continue praying for us and supporting us in whichever way that you can. If you can support us in a way of subscribing, reach out and subscribe. If you can support us in a way of coming to the show and contributing to our content, you are most welcome. Reaching us, you can reach out to us or either on phone call, WhatsApp, email. We are available. On email, get us at mydanja31@gmail.com. When you come to the call or WhatsApp, you can, or text, you can get us on 0706407084. Without forgetting, in Thika, we also provide, under my Danja organization, we also provide the internet across Thika, Mwaso, Runda, around Greta and Phase 6 there in Makongeni. Reach out to get a stable and reliable internet from my Danja internet supply. We believe that we are going to give you more services come this year. And we love you guys. I don't think if I have any other thing to add on that. Maybe our guest kama kuna kitu ya kumalizia.
I can just say it's okay not to be okay, yeah? It's okay not to be okay.
It's okay not to be okay. Hiyo inataka wise people. Hiyo inataka wise people to interpret it, but it's okay not to be okay. Our session has been good. Mental health talk with Dr. Florian. We love you guys. See you in the next podcast. Bye bye.